Well, it's official. I hate Naruto. I hate the fanboys. I hate the manga. I hate the characters. The games are okay. I'll give them the games. I hate the stupid headbands I see people wearing. There's no going back from this point. I fucking hate Naruto. I hate Bleach. I hate everything about Bleach. I never liked Bleach, that stupid piece of shit ripoff. One Piece is okay. One Piece can slide, but what is it with you anime fans and these three manga slash animes, whatever? I don't know if you guys read the manga, you read the anime, you do both. Whatever, I don't give a shit, quite honestly. These three animes are all, and I mean all, I see people making videos about on YouTube. That's all I hear people talking about. They do chapter reviews. A chapter review. It's like me reading The Tale of Two Cities, and I read the first chapter, and then I make a review about it. It's a stupid concept. Stop doing it. I saw some bitch who got partnership because all she did was make Naruto reviews of chapters. It's a stupid idea, and unless you're gonna do something that's like unique and like a good, cool thing to do, then don't do it. Like Phone, he's okay because he's funny, and I'll watch his chapter reviews and have a laugh because he's making fun of people. But if you're just gonna sit there and review it and not really do anything unique or inventive, then do something else. You guys are just shitting me. Why I hate Naruto? Quite a few reasons, quite honestly. We'll backtrack. We're going back a few years when Naruto just started out, was becoming a big thing in America. I started watching it. Didn't think it was half bad. Kind of hated Naruto as a character. Sasuke kind of sucked. Sakura sucked. Neji was cool. Rock Lee was cool. All the side characters were awesome. But just so happens, the three characters the show was based upon sucked. Whatever. I watched it. I watched pretty much all of Naruto, I'd say. Of the first, just Naruto, not Naruto Shippuden. Stopped after Shippuden. I was just done at that point. I was done with the series in general. It wasn't really going where, in my opinion. And now, I was right. The story really hasn't gone anywhere. It's just about Sasuke. That's all it's about. The show is just about Sasuke. What do we gotta do? We gotta save Sasuke. Let's save Sasuke. Sasuke. I don't want to hear about Sasuke anymore. You can't have these long animes. Like, that's the thing about shonen animes, is that they're very long, and that's not something that, mangas and animes typically are. They aren't usually, running over 400 episodes, going into over 400 chapters. They usually, because that's an expensive thing to uphold. But with Shonen Jump, it's a different story because it's like an actual, like a newspaper or a comic. And you get it, like, what, monthly or I don't even fucking know. Monthly, I think. And each month is a new chapter or whatever. Or week, I don't even know. Quite honestly, I don't really read too much manga just because I don't really have the time to do it. So, whatever. And that's the reason that you have such, Dragon Ball Z is long. Dragon Ball Z is over 300 episodes. I think it's over 300 chapters. Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho. Typically, you won't see an anime series. I say typically, there is always exceptions to the rule. But if it runs outside of 100 episodes, that's pretty surprising because it's expensive to, create this and keep it going and put money into it if you're not seeing a lot of money back. Which Shonen is, that's why they can afford to do it. And people just dick ride these characters, Ichigo and Bleach. Oh, Naruto, Sasuke, oh my god. Luffy, oh my god, Luffy. Those aren't the only animes out there. Please, for the love of God, just try to experience something different. Because there are some damn good underrated animes and mangas out there that you idiotic fanboys just seem to not wrap your head around. That, in your little Sasuke mind, in your little Ichigo mind, that there's other good things out there that are damn well better than Naruto, damn well, the characters are better developed, the story has unpredictable twists and turns and things going on that they all tie themselves together. The atmosphere of the world is alive, all the characters are, like I said, all the characters are developed and all the characters are fleshed out. and they actually feel like they belong and they aren't just there for the purpose of having side characters. And let me show you guys a few of these. I grabbed some anime. Berserk. Berserk, this was just a 26 episode series, but the manga is still ongoing. They're actually not re-releasing, but they're creating a new Berserk anime based off of a certain portion of the series. Reason why this is better than Naruto, Bleach, and even One Piece. Like I said, I don't really hate One Piece too much. I think that's the best of the three. But I see a certain pattern in One Piece of like, oh, the characters have to, get mad or upset before, they transform or do something epic or beat the boss or whatever the fuck it may be. That's my problem with Bleach. With One Piece. Berserk. Story about Guts. Guts is a man. They live in like a medieval world. What does he do? Kills a lot of fucking people. And I'm not going to get into what happens, but just read it up, Wikipedia it, check it out, see what it's about. Initial D. Why you might like Initial D better than Naruto or the Evil Three. That's what I'm going to call it. The Evil Three, because that's what these animes are. They're evil, they're destroying the anime corporations. Initial D has a great soundtrack. And quite honestly, I didn't really give a shit about cars. But I was recommended it by my friend Doug. He said watch it, and I watched it. And now I only like cars because of Initial D. It's intense. It's pretty predictable, just like Naruto is though. So I mean, if you're gonna pick one, go with Initial D. It's about over, I think, almost 50 episodes, and they're still making more. What else do we have? What else? A great underrated series, Gantz, was a manga, and then it was turned into an anime. I think I like how the manga ends better than the anime. That's just my personal opinion. Like I said, I'm not going to get into it. In terms of just pure action, not that this is just pure action, but the story. You're always questioning what's happening in the story because there are these people, they die, and then they are transported into this room, like the main characters. I think his name is K. He's K as well, whatever. And he dies, and he's transported into this room, and in this room, he sees this ball, and this ball gives them missions, and they have to go kill something, and if they don't kill it, then they die, and their soul is lost forever. The story just keeps you guessing. The characters are just all have their different motives and feel like actual people that could exist in this kind of world, and it's just brutal. There's people getting cut in half. Oh my god, I'm bleeding all over the place. Really cool. Highly underrated. Check it out, please. The last anime I actually finished was Heat Guy J. Feels very much in the vein of Cowboy Bebop, which I will get to Cowboy Bebop. I heard Cowboy Bebop was boring, and I'm gonna fucking kill who said that. Heat Guy J. It's about this guy. I forgot his name. It's what was it? Daisuke and Jack or Jay, whatever. Obviously, Heat Guy J. I'm an idiot, but it's the action is cool. They have I like animes where they give you a villain, and then that turns out not to be the main villain. Someone else is the villain. So those plot twists are kind of cool in my opinion. And Heat Guy J has a few of those. I'm not going to spoil who it is or what's going on. But the world is very alive. The world feels very alive. It's set in a big metropolis, futuristic city. Jay is fucking awesome, the robot guy. He's the man, so that's why you gotta watch that. And I have a few others here, Fist of the North Star, but that's a shonen, so that kind of doesn't really count. Akira, everyone knows about Akira. You gotta watch Akira if you're an anime fan. So, I heard recently that some motherfucker said that Cowboy Bebop was boring. And he just so happens to be someone who's a little bit younger than me. I think he's about 15 or whatever. And that kind of puts him with Naruto, and he kind of grew up with Naruto, I guess. When he was 10 or whatever, Naruto came out, and so that's just kind of been he's been going on in his life. But how the fuck do you think Cowboy Bebop is in any way, shape, or form boring? All of the characters are they can exist within their own show. That's how well developed the characters are. They all have unique personalities. The whole world is just this expansive universe and they're always doing different things, and not one episode is like the other. There's always a different dilemma. They're meeting someone new. There's some sort of drama or like subplot going on. A lot of drama. The ending of Cowboy Bebop just made me get the goosebumps on the back of my neck, which very few shows can do that. When you actually feel, guilt or whatever for a character in a show, a cartoon show nonetheless. That's a pretty incredible thing, I think. And I never really felt that about Naruto, because I always knew, oh, Naruto and Sasuke, Naruto's getting beat up by Neji, oh wait, he uses the Nine Tails, which is the biggest fucking excuse for a power I've ever seen. And I'm not saying you have to stop watching these shows, but please, take your dick out of Naruto's asshole. Because that is just gotta stop, this fanboyism, this bullshit nonsense. Just cut it out. You guys want to go at it with me? I know you guys, when you watch this video, those comments are going to be coming, oh, fuck you, Team Alpha, you fucking piece of shit. Go ahead, I welcome the hate. By all means, just bring it on. That's what I'm saying, because I can defend why Heat Guy J is better than Naruto. I can defend why Gantz is better than Naruto. I can defend why Berserk is infinitely better than Naruto. And you guys can't. I've seen your arguments. Your arguments are weak, man. So, let's go. Bring it. See you later.